howdy ho. So I'm stopping by to talk about several things today. So I did stop to talk about an art thingamajig. So I'm going to talk about art, A-R-T, that exciting, children. I have a couple of things I'm going to show. One I'm working on to make a new arms, because I was like, no, just fucking awful. Her armholes were too low and they clashed with her legs, and she was just in a permanent A pose. Because I based her on a giraffe gazelle, I think. It's a lanky as fuck thing with a tiny head. It's the cutest damn thing, but it's really, really lanky. So I made her really lanky, but it looked at the arms before I put them on. I was like, they're very long. And when I put them on, I was like, yes, they are too fucking long. It's almost creepy pasta territory. It looks so weird. So I made something with that disaster of a rabbit. Here's a recap of it right here. Even adding this head didn't help. I just don't know why she turned out so bad. I'm so sad about it, because it's not her fault. It's not her fault I was on drugs that day. I decided to make her. Just really sad about it. Like, she's almost doing gangster signs in their arms. I did something with it. I took the legs and the arms off and I clayed, I say clayed, this isn't a word. Sculpted is the right word. I sculpted her into a bust with air dry clay. So I've made a really weird thing. It's weird, by the way, just a heads up, it's weird. I got her torso and I started to paint her. I did some hot glue eyes, like I took her eyes off, and I hot glued a shape, like a lid shape, and put glitter and stuff on them and paint. And I was like, no, what the fuck is this? What direction are you going with this? And then I gave her, like, I painted her nose. I just put a blob of paint over her nose, because she had a sculpted nose and mouth and I didn't want this, so I just put a big blob of paint over it. I was like, I like the shape of that, and I put glitter on it, and she was just this pale glitter nose, odd shaped glitter eyelid, fucking whatever the fuck it was, with no ears or anything. And I was just looking at it like, So then I started painting it black around the eyes and around the nose, and I was still like, I just don't know what even the fuck it is. So I made this unicorn a while ago. I don't have it. It's an already made unicorn and you can do art with it. But I stuck flowers over its eyes, because I think I just did the eyes fucking wrong. I was like, let's just hide it under a flower. So I had flower eyes, and I thought it was really kind of interesting, but it didn't look that weird. It actually looked kind of okay. So I had this as a base in my head. Let's just make a flower-eyed, flower-headed fecking whatever. Just get the flowers, the plastic flowers out of the cupboard, and let's just go wild with it. Let's just go fucking wild, just fucking have fun. So I just stuck fucking flowers and beads and shit all over it, and it just built up and built up and built up. Before I know it, I was adding more weird stuff, and she's just I really like her compared to what the fuck she was, but she is fucking weird. Gone from something I might have put in the bin to something I definitely will display, show my inner wackiness. So I just had a fucking good time with it. She's got flower wings, she's a dragon. So here are the eyes. They're like almost like stone eyes. You see, like the lids are almost like a stone. The eyes are completely lopsided. I just fucking had a good time with it. I re-sculpted her nose because she had a short stubby nose, and no, I just had to re-sculpt it with air dry clay. Isn't it fucking weird? But compared to what it was, I really like it. So I was going to use her original arms, because I put them on like the arms of the rabbit, and then I was like, it's not wasted, and it looked actually quite cute, but it's just a little bit quirky with these arms on. It was just fun to just stick a load of shit on it. Like, I have no clue what direction it's going in. I don't know what the fuck it even is. I don't even know how to help it. So let's just stick a load of, just let your arty crafty side out. Just stick loads of shit on it. Yeah, originally she was gonna have bead eyes. You could see it under there, and I was like, I wonder what would happen if I stuck lashes on these stones and then made them her eyes. So they're really layered, but I really think she's interesting. I just felt like I could do something with it, and it's not just a complete waste. So yeah, I just wanted to show that off, because it's a special fucking case. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna put the arms on. I just think it's the angle is really cute and it's really unique, and I don't hate how it looks. I like it actually, because she's really weird anyway. So I don't think anyone would really question why she's got these bendy fucking arms. I think, but that's a wacky sculpture. That's a whack. Looks like something fucking Delia makes from Beetlejuice. Who's not even going to question the arms. Yes, it's all part of it. It looks absolutely fine, but I think the arms could work. I put them on, I was like, actually, kind of cool. Like, put them in the bin. I was like, what would happen if I put the arms on her? And I put them on, I was like, it's quirky. I like it. Hi guys, it's just I'm stopping by. I'm here, as you can see. So we're going to make a video today. So it's kind of night time. It's maybe coming on 8 o'clock. So it's getting on a bit. Staying up awfully late. I'm so fucking wild. Anyway, so I thought I would do an art update. So I have got an art video in the works. I haven't done any fucking editing on it. So I'm going to show some art. Holy shit, sit down. It's really exciting. So we did an upgrade on the lanky, tall, forest goat princess. Well, excuse me, princess. Just don't give me fucking sass. So she sits in this vase. She sits in this vase. Just upgraded her a little bit. I put her hair up because it was driving me bonkers. I don't know what it was just driving me crazy, but it was. She used to have a little bang thing going on, a little fringe, but I didn't like it, so I just put more hair and just did a sweepy back fringe because I think it looks better. Some of her antler broke off, so she's got less antler, but that's okay. She makes up for it in limbs and shit, so doesn't she? I took away the cape, the cape look. But I think it's kind of cool. It's like some kind of cape. It's like some kind of superhero princess. And just made it tight against the torso, which was my original plan anyway. I gave her a little choker with a pom-pom on it. I did a nose, if it's really showing. But I actually painted her a little nose. But damn, it does not want to fucking focus on this, does it? And I did eyebrows. Like, I painted eyebrows and I'm quite pleased with them. So most of my characters now have eyebrows. I think they're really cute. Like, I did kind of a good job at them. She's got a little belt with pom-poms and flowers on. Just had a little upgrade. I also made another bust. It's a lion. So this is really cute, actually. I was tempted to make this for my channel because lion me now, so I was tempted to make this lion as a video, but I didn't, so. But look at her teeth. She's actually got cardboard eyelashes and her hair, absolutely beautiful. This is the kind of wool that you would needle felt with, I think. But it's really, I really had a good time putting her together. She's got a cute little nose. Like a lion, it's very different. I was like, looking on, like, is she just a bit odd? I think she's got a cute little face. See, I make male lions, but females. I just think that it's just cute to give them really fluttery eyelashes. And I think she's really cute, actually. So, yeah, this is what I've done. Howdy ho, it is me and I'm here to make videos. I made one before, but my lipstick, I just didn't check how my lipstick was looking before I made the video, and it was a bit smudged. I thought, should I just stick with it and just put, sorry, apologies about the lipstick. I was like, no, you just kept bothering me. I was like, I couldn't enjoy the video without looking at my lipstick, so I'm doing it again. So I'm here to show off again five art pieces that I've done. Some of them I've talked about, one of them I've shown already, but I'll show it now. It's had an update. So yes, this quirky bitch. I added the legs onto it. So these were the legs. Imagine it sitting like this. This was the legs that was supposed to allow my rabbit to sit on a shelf, but it didn't work. So it's one of the main reasons I hated her. She wouldn't sit on anything. So I added them to her. I know I mentioned it looks good, but it's really quirky. They had a new level of quirk, which she didn't have already. She wasn't quirky enough. She needed extra quirk, and this is definitely put extra quirk on top of it. I really don't think it looks that strange because she's so weird. So there's a necklace of a doll which no longer works because the clasp is not there, it's broken. So I did it to her. I think it looks really good on her, actually. I put her hair in a braid, trimmed it a bit. Cool, oh, you're so cool. Quirky fucking, people look at that and they think I'm a really fun fucking person. So now we're going to show my giraffe gazelle. So she is limbs and legs for absolute days. Now, air dry clay tends to dry a bit thin. It shrinks when it dries, which I noticed because the bottoms of her legs are annoyingly skinny, but we just have to love it now. I made links to this several times because I weren't happy with it. Originally her legs were really skinny at the top, and I was okay with that because I was trying to make her really tall and lanky, but it didn't look nice. They were just flat. So I moulded her some extra hip onto it, and then they look like chicken chicken drumsticks. I put them next to her torso as arms for a laugh, and it doesn't even look that weird. It's Abby from The Last of Us. It didn't even look that weird. It's like, she don't skip arm day, does she? I'll put the picture in here. I took it and put it on Instagram. It doesn't look strange at all. But these were her legs with a bit of hip added, and I hated the shape of them, so I sculpted the legs completely again. They are slightly hippy, but not massive, which I much prefer. But the random knee is non-existent. It's so skinny. Like, her legs are so skinny. I mean, I wanted to make her tall and spindly. I didn't quite know she would look this tall and spindly. Got a lot of tall and spindliness for me money, I tell you. But she's really cute. The horns come on and off. These were horns made for a doll. I got them off Etsy ages ago and never used them. I think her ears are really delicate, and I think she's got a lovely little face. And one of the things I really like about her, check my lipstick, it's a little bit still smudged. God, it's so much better than it was. Her face is just really delightful, really. Her hair is very cute. I just think she's really sweet. And her clothes, I'd put the doll clothes. This was like a headband, but I decided to put it on like a top. And I think it's really sweet. Like, it really completes her. So this is my giraffe gazelle, lanky fucking thing. Like, she puts the forest princess to shame. I don't like how I've done her eyebrows at all. I was sort of starting to practice doing eyebrows, and it's one of my earlier ones, and yeah, it's not great. Next up, I made a unicorn. I did show her in a previous art video, but she had a different like costume on. She had a knockoff Monster High doll dress, and it looked okay. But I didn't love it. She had too much going on. She had wings, she had like a veil around her butt. It was just too much going on. I know a unicorn is OTT, and I really tried to make it OTT. It was too OTT. So I simplified it. I just wrapped a bit of material around her, simplified it. I made her legs a different style. They're a bit like the Coraline arms that I did recently, hanging from string. I don't know, I just fancied trying something a bit different with the legs. Her arms are ridiculously long. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I sculpted them twice because I think they were longer than this. Yeah, I don't really know how to get rid of knee. There's plenty of neighing going on in this video. Came here for neighing, you're going to get lots of it, I swear. It looks good when she neighs, but look, it's so long, isn't they? Like the Thriller dance. Do-do-do-do-do. But yeah, she's got little shorts on, just material wrapped around her bottom. But I think they're really sweet. I don't know if you can see it, but she's actually got little hearts painted here, but I covered them over. A little bit like what's on her knees. But yeah, I think she's sweet. I gave her bushy eyebrows. I tried painting eyebrows on her and they didn't look good. I don't think there's enough room. So I gave her fluffy eyebrows, and I just think they're really cool, and I don't hate them at all. I think they just totally add to her character. So yeah, fluffy legs. I can never really achieve a very pleasant fluffy leg doll. I don't know what the secret is. Use a different material maybe. But I still think they're fun. Very 60s, aren't they? Very 60s. Yeah, I like her a lot more since I changed her costume and simplified it a bit. I just think it looks nicer. She doesn't need to be a flamboyant bitch just because she's a unicorn, but I think her face is really nice. She has lower eyelashes to emphasize the magical eyes that unicorns should have. She has cute little ears. I love the position of them and how the shape of them. And her horn was a little bit longer, but it broke off. I worked around drying glue because I just cannot fucking be arsed waiting for glue to dry, and I always try to work around it. And then we end up with a broken horn. So I think this is one of the most interesting dolls I've made. A lot of work went into this one. And it's a little swan ballerina. It's such a cliche, isn't it? Well, I make a swan or she naked a ballerina. So I sculpted some feet for her originally, and they looked terrible because air dry clay really I can't do a lot with it. So the feet looked terrible. And then I sculpted some proper ballerina shoes separately. They were articulated ankles like the kazooie, and they were too heavy and they didn't hold the position, and they just looked awful. They didn't look good at the bottom of the leg at all. And I'd spent a lot of time on this part. And I was like, no, I really don't like it. So I just got some air dry clay and just sculpted some ballerina shoe shapes over the end of her legs. And I like it way more. I think it looks way better. Her low wings, I absolutely love them. Like, I love how low they are on her body. I think they look really adorable. And I originally had huge wings planned, like Kazooie, like massive wings. But one, they were taking forever to dry. And then I put them against the doll and they didn't look good. And I was like, no. But I'd use real feathers for them. But luckily I could snip them off and use them again. And I just stuck them on a tiny bit of air dry clay. And I just think they look absolutely beautiful. I really love them. They're so fluffy and fun and small. I think they're so cute. Imagine she had big wings. They'd get right in the way of a ballerina ring, wouldn't they? Can't ballerina today. My wings are too big. I can't ballerina at all. So I had like a sparkly accent here to look a little bit like a sequin top. And lots of detail on her neck fluff. Look, tutu and a headband or hairband, little scrunchie here. I think she's got a nice face. I sculpted her lid a little bit different so she had front lashes instead of that all the way around lashes. I thought they looked a little bit different. She's got like the 3 crown thing that, I don't know, I've seen swans have that design before. I think it looks really good on a swan character. She's got lovely hair, braided, a fluffy butt. I tried to sculpt her legs a little bit like the Kazooie's, where she'd look bird-like, but they don't really work with her. I don't know why. So I really like her skirt slash tutu slash feathers. I don't know what they are. This is a duster from a dusting kit. I just looked at it. I was like, that's so fluffy. It looks like a bird's butt. And I was like, it's kind of inspired me to make a swan. It's a weird decision because it's a dusting kit. It's something you use to dust your house and you throw it away. But it looks so fucking good as a fluffy tutu skirt thing on a bird. I was like, just put some decors on it and I think it don't look weird. I think it looks really good. One of my favourite dolls that I've sculpted, I think. I just love her really, really long neck and really, really low wings. I think she's got a lovely little shape. I'm not massively fond of, I mean, I like the legs, but they don't look as good as they did on Kazooie. I think she's a nice one. She took a long time, mostly because of drying time, but I was working on her for a while to make sure I got her to a point that I really, really liked her and didn't regret her at all. So I'm going to show off this. This is a big chunky fucking piece of clothes. It's very, very heavy. So I'm going to show it off. It's a bit like what I used to make. Boy, is she heavy. So it's a deer. So absolutely love her so much. But yeah, I love this girl. I love the fact she's got multiple joints in her front leg. She's got 3 joints and 2 in the back. And it just makes her look so deer-like, especially when she does this. So charming, isn't it? It's neighing. Neigh. Woo, action. But I've done this twice now. I pretended to be a deer while neighing. Neigh. Proper neigh. No, deer don't neigh. This in this universe they do. Neigh. There we go. Woo. Over a deer. Woo. That's a deer noise. There we go. That's exactly what they sound like. I think she's gorgeous. And when she lies down, she looks so, so lovely. But yeah, the coggy neck and the stones were like a last minute decision. She had a big plain neck. There was loads of different colours going on, pink and browns and greys and white, but it was missing something. And I was like, I really like that sitting sculpture because of the cogs around her neck. So I went with a similar thing. She's got cogs and keys, actually. Keys this time around her neck. She's got cogs and keys in her hair. She's got a little cutie mark. I really hate that. Why does it have to be called a cutie mark? A hip pattern. She's got a hip pattern, a key and a cog, little tail. She's got lots of glitter and stuff going on in parts of her body. Her back legs and her front legs are tremendously different length, but she's just really like it. I should have made them a little bit shorter at the front, but I really like her face. I really like the faces on my things, but her face is just a special chef's kiss. She's really beautiful. I like the angle of her head. The only thing I did that I hate myself for, and I don't know why the fuck I did it, and I still don't know why I did it. It's a lot more secure now. I've put all this stuff around here. For some reason, it seems to have really strengthened it. And I thought of the word before. I said it in my previous video, and it's the word I want. I can't think what it is. It's reinforced it somehow, but it's gave it a lot more stability. but it's her head and her body. There's a toothpick in here, a tiny toothpick, and I wish I'd thought to put a thicker stick in, because I have thicker wooden dowels, or the things you like put kebabs and stuff on. I usually use these on bigger, heavier sculptures, but I didn't. I used a single toothpick, and I just know that all this weight of her head is supported on a tiny toothpick. Now this has given it a lot, because her head used to bobble when you touched it. It doesn't at all now. And I think I've gave it a lot of structural support from all this stuff. And I don't know why it's supporting it, because it's just fluff wrapped around it and things stuck on the fluff. I don't know how it strengthened it at all. But at the minute it seems like it's good. But I'm just thinking this is going to break one day. And how the fuck am I going to fix it because of all the fluff and the cogs? I don't know how the fuck I'm going to fix it. I just don't know why I didn't use a thicker wooden stick. I just don't know why the fuck I didn't think to do it. Because as I was making it, I was knocking it and I was like, this could snap any second now. So she's got a sparkly brown horn. So she's a unicorn deer. Why the fuck not stick a horn? I stick a horn on everything nowadays. Can't you stick a horn on it? It's good to go. But I really love her eyes and her face in general. She's so lovely. I think she's one of the most beautiful things I've ever made. And I think a lot of my stuff is beautiful. It's quirky and it's not particularly well made, but I think it's beautiful. And I think you can probably see that I do put love. I'm a little bit impatient, but I do love the things that I make. And if I don't, they go in the bin. I've put some things in the bin before because I fuck them, honestly. So she did have much shorter hair. Like this, much shorter, much thinner, not a lot of hair going on. I originally didn't really know what to do with the hair. Didn't know if to give her like a mohawk thing, or like what my giraffe's got, the little balls of like hair going down the back. But I really wanted her to have hair, so I gave her hair, but it wasn't enough. She needed more because she's a magical fucking unicorn deer from the Forest of Eden. And she needed more hair, so I gave her more. But yeah, she's so beautiful. I really like her, so she's lovely. So this is the video with better lipstick. Like I say, I may add highlights from the other video because I think there are some funny bits in it. And the lipstick fucking it was just a smudge here, just a smudge. But my eyes were like, look at a smudge. I fucking avoided. So this was my work for recent. So charming shit that I've made that I love, and I hope you like it too. So I'm gonna go, and yeah, beautiful. I can love this bitch. She's so cool, and she do a deer, a female deer, Ray. Is it rain or Ray? Ray, a drop of golden sun, Ray. Ray, it'd be Ray, drop of golden sun, sun ray, Ray, drop of golden sun. Me, a name. I call myself for a long way to run. If you don't know the words, just make a sound like it, and nobody will notice the difference. It's just so fun and she. I'm so fun. Get fun. I'm so fun. Yes, go. What the hell? Anyway, thank you for stopping in. And yeah, this is really hard to hold. Bye, guys.